Hey guys! So, people have been asking for a pony room tour for a long time. So now that I have 1500 subscribers, I did say that that was when I was going to do the room tour, and so that's exactly what I'm going to do. However, I must say in advance, please don't report me for My Little Pony abuse, because unfortunately I am in the middle of cleaning them all up, and quite a few of them are covered in a thick coating of dust. Just so you know, ponies do enjoy dust baths, so they're perfectly happy, I assure you. So obviously the room is very much a work in progress. I'm literally in the middle of sorting things out now, trying to rearrange shelves, trying to find space for some of the ponies who previously hadn't been on display. So things are in a right old mess. But I think what I'm going to do over the next few weeks is show you some highlights from my collection as I sort them out, and then hopefully once the shelves are actually sorted out, hopefully soon, I will be able to do a better room tour with everybody on display. But this is the pony room as it currently stands. So we're just inside the door now. I've just closed the door because my parents are outside. This is my little G3 Rainbow Dash rocking horse who lives behind my door. This is my Toys R Us Jeffrey Giraffe signage, which I got from Brent Cross Toys R Us the day before it closed. And this is a little display which I've got on top of the chest of drawers. Now this is where I usually do my unboxing videos and toy reviews. So obviously all of this lot have to be moved every time I film anything. Crazy. So anyway, these are obviously the oversized ponies who don't fit in the main display. So we've got G3 styling ponies, we've got a soft sleepy newborn, G3.5 styling ponies, talking princess G4s, special G4s like walking talking Pinkie Pie, Flip and Whirl Rainbow Dash, and Glowing Magic Rarity. We've got a gumball machine, G3 Twinkle Twirl, who actually should still play music. Yes. And she lights up, as you can see. Then we've got my G1 Dream Beauties. I'm not sure how long she's going to play that music for now, it's going to get rather annoying. So I've got 7 Dream Beauties, G3 bubble bath bottles, a couple of my G4, she's finally shut up, a couple of my G4 decorating ponies. These ones obviously came to me second hand, that's why they've been scribbled on. At some point I do intend to customise them. I'm not a customiser, but I think decorate your own ponies are a little bit different, so I don't mind. I suppose it would be more like restoring them, because I intend to paint their hair in the right colours just over the top of all the felt tip marks. And then we've got the G4 fashion style ponies. This isn't all of them, but I've run out of space, and so I'm not quite sure where the others are going to go. They're obviously like in year order, so we start with the 2010 ponies. I haven't got Applejack, of course. I mean, all of my G4s pretty much have come to me second hand, so apart from having said that, I bought Rarity and Rainbow Dash near the start of G4 for myself. But these literally only go up to Pinkie Pie's boutique fashion style, so that's like 2013 I think, so everything from the last 5 years isn't on display yet. Which also applies to my small G4 brushable shelves. This obviously these start later because that's again they're in year order. Princess Celestia is the first in a row, and she's not one of the first ponies. That doesn't mean I haven't got anything before that. That's what I was trying to say, because you're going to see those in a minute. Randomly I've got some G3 wall stickers either side of them, which doesn't really fit with the G4 display, but whatever. So yeah, these are all my G4 brushables. very handily stacked up on top of cassette tapes. The idea is actually to have like minifigures like blind bags, McDonald's ponies, etc. in front of them, but again I haven't had time to put those out yet. I have actually sorted them all out and they're in individual bags, sorted out ready to line up on the shelves, but I'm still not quite sure what I'm doing with the brushables, because as you will see in a moment, these also run out of space with the Rainbow Power ponies. So again, 2013, not sure what to do with the last 5 years worth of ponies. But that's my little G4 display at the moment. Then we've got some more wall stickers on my cupboard door. I would open my cupboard, but everything would fall out of it because it is stacked to the brim with pony merchandise and accessories and other 80s toys. I might be able to give you a peek inside, but it's really embarrassing because it's just like crate upon crate of stuff. I can't open the other side because it's literally jam-packed. Pop ponies, which I need to do YouTube videos about. There's also other stuff in there to review. I may be reviewing Rarity C pony, or I might keep her in her packet because she was one of the last ponies I got from Toys R Us. Anyway, you can see that the cupboard is basically jam-packed. We've got wall stickers all the way up. Now, this is the main display. It's very much incomplete. The idea is that the playsets are on the top, but I've not had any space for G4 playsets at all, or Ponyville playsets, Petite playsets, Friendship is Magic collection playsets. I've got various stuff which I just can't fit up there, so that's in crates and in storage and all over the place. Also, originally the playset ponies were up there with their playsets, but they're waiting for me to get the stepladder out and go back up there and put my stuff back up there. So, like the Peachies was the grooming parlour, Fifi was with her crimp and curl hair salon, etc. The sea ponies generally live in the Paradise Estate swimming pool, but they're also not back up there yet, because I took some photographs for a collector's website about a year ago and still haven't got round to putting them back up there. But yeah, you can, if I get up a little bit higher, you should be able to see basically what I've done. So you've got some of the G3 playsets up the top there, and G2 Adventure Garden playset, Twinkle Twirl Dance Studio at the back there, Schoolhouse, all kinds of stuff. I can't even remember what's behind those G3 playsets that's shoring up. It might be the Butterfly Island in its box. Then on top of the wardrobe, again, should be full of ponies, prototypes, etc. should all be up there, but they're currently not, they're in storage. But you have got little bits of merchandise over there, like we've got the porcelain ceramic ponies, Commander's egg cup, bubble bath bottles, snow globes, money boxes, various other stuff. Just gonna hop down off of the bed now. So then we go into the main display. Again, they're all arranged by year order. So we start with the G1s. You've got My Pretty Pony, all the original ponies, collector ponies, various Nirvana variations of those ponies, and in front a row of baby ponies, which again are in year order. It gets really hard to see the ponies at this point because there's like 5 rows of them per shelf. And then I've tried to put little figures at the front, like we've got pencil toppers here, and erasers, and so on and so forth. But what you can't see is all those ponies are obviously in tiers. Everything that is creating steps for those ponies to stand on is My Little Pony merchandise. Now obviously that's not on display either, but I can give you a peek so you can basically see I'm not lying. Under there you see there are videos and God knows what other treasures. So on to shelf 3, we're into like year 3 with rainbow ponies, birth flower ponies, my one and only piggy pony found at a car boot sale 16 years ago. So soft ponies, flutter ponies, rose dust with reproduction wings, Hollywood with real wings. Got a nightlight. We've got baby nightcap in her original packaging. Then there's my little puppies and my little kitties. Just a few random ones I've got. Also softs. So where I arrange them differently to some other collectors, I try to put the European releases in amongst the American ones. So rather than keeping them separate, I just try and put the whole lot in date order, so that's why you've got all these earth ponies. And for instance, now we're a little bit lower down, you can see better. This is my snowflakes. So you've got Hong Kong, Italy, Spain and No Country, which is another version of Spain. Hopscotch, I think, from what I remember, I think that's Hong Kong, Italy, and I believe that's No Country. Very elusive mimic in the middle there. We've got some Spanish, twice as fancy ponies. This is where it starts to get embarrassing, because the lower you go, the dustier they get. Obviously we've got bush woolies and dragons, who came with the princess ponies. All of those extra princess ponies are UK variants from the end of the line. We've got the rare glow in the dark Princess Sapphire, one of my personal favourites. Then Big Brother ponies, we've got Spanish Salty in the middle there. Just basically working our way through the years of G1s. Again, we've got lots of variants in amongst the Happy Tales ponies. So we've got Princess Woozy, who's quite a famous one, and Bobby. This is my unusual Buzzer, who's got Sunglider's wings. I think there's only like 2 or 3 others of them known to exist. Brush and Grow ponies. I can't even see quite what's at the back, but you can see we go into Mountain Boys. At this point I started to run out of space for baby ponies, so we had to have another row of them in the middle there, which is a bit sad because we've got some real rarities in there. As you can see, we've got mail order ponies, just various ponies really. I mean, I'm a little bit concerned about ponies fading, because we've got baby Princess Sparkle at the front there, who's got fading pink hair. I do keep the curtains closed most of the time, but obviously they're not today, and when I open them I'm just freaking out about ponies fading. So it's just rows and rows of G1s basically. And then the last shelf really takes us beyond, well, we're into year 10 now of the US releases, and into the later European releases. So right at the back there you've got Rosette, who's another one of my personal favourites, which is why it's a shame they're not really on display, because you just cannot really see who's at the back there, especially with the bigger secret surprise ponies and precious pocket ponies being in the way. This is where the ponies get really, really dusty, and it's embarrassing. But I mean, you can see they may be dusty, but they are well loved. I mean, this is Baby Splash, and she is one of my very early childhood ponies. I had some quite rare ponies when I was little, because obviously I was born in 1991, so the later ponies were the ones that were around when I was a kid. Just noticed a random Dolly mix pony has got in the wrong place. So yeah, these are all like later European baby ponies. Got the jewellery babies. Baby Diamond is one of the last. I think there's like 6 ponies I haven't got to complete the regular release in the UK. Plus some sea ponies, but got the Dutch baby ponies at the end there. They are horrendously dusty down here, that's why they all need to be cleaned. Dutch Diary pony is really showing me up because she is such a lovely dark blue colour and she's covered in dust. Anyway, so then we've got some little figures down the front here who are like cake topper ponies, I suppose. Keychains. This little sweetheart ornament I got off of eBay some time ago, like 12 years ago, and I was quite disappointed because it turned out it was off of the top of an alarm clock and I thought it was an ornament in its own right, but unfortunately not. So then we've got the Dolly Mix ponies. Another Dolly Mix pony has just disappeared. Camera shy, are you, Applejack? So these are the retro G1 Dolly Mix ponies, which leads very nicely into the G3 ones, but we can't cheat, we need to go straight up to the top and continue our timeline of My Little Ponies. So by the second half we're into G2 ponies. And I've tried to fit some of their small play sets in at the back there, as you can see. Got some mint on card stuff at the back, but it's really hard to see it. See, some of these ponies have tried to nosedive off of the shelves. Sundance looks like she's not in a very happy mood, about to fall straight off of the edge of the cliff. So they do need to be rearranged. But these are, I mean, it's really hard to see what G2s are at the back there, but these are all like the European ones. I suppose these were my childhood ponies, because G2s came out when I was 6 or 7. So I have most of these from new. Got my little stampers down the front there, and all the cute little G2 babies. We've got the sailing ship, which is one of my favourites. My sister brought back for me from France. And then we enter into the G3 era. So we've got the original G3s at the back there. 3 different versions of Minty. Basically, there's nothing on the shelf that isn't actually an authentic variant. I don't put duplicates on the shelf, they're all in another room. So if you see 2 of the original ones, it's where the hoof parts were on the wrong hoof at the very start of G3. So I got the accurate version, but some of the first ones I got were right at the start, just after they were released, and the hoof parts were on the wrong hooves. So I ended up buying the accurate version second hand. So then we've got, again, little figures, Play-Doh. I think they came from Red Rooster, because I got all these second hand. Obviously we don't have Red Rooster in the UK. Tiny tins, various stuff, key rings. I'm sure there was another Play-Doh pony, Sundance I think, and she's gone missing. So there's a lot of stuff needs to be found. I ran out of space for G3s, as you may have guessed, and had to start doing another row of them sideways on. Loop de Lar's taken a nosedive, as has Avalonia. My misspent youth, buying G3 ponies. I put some of the cardboard inserts out of the later packaging on the ends to make it look like they were lined up with the other ponies. Originally I did have a Ponyville display on a table over by the chest of drawers, but obviously that's been moved now, so While the playsets had to go into storage, I lined up all the Ponyville ponies on the shelves in front of the regular G3s. Continuing on the next shelf, lots and lots and lots of G3s. Unfortunately, loads of these Ponyville ponies have just... I told you my shelves were a mess, but people kept asking. So, there you go. Oh, that was a little loom pony that my niece made for me, but unfortunately it's just fallen apart this time. It's gone on, so... Looks like it's... I don't know, it looks like it's gone to rest on top of the ponies. So, still continuing, we've still got yet more G3s. We're still only in end of 2005, because we've got the Butterfly Island ponies there. Moving into Crystal Princess 2006. These shelves really need sorting out. Well, that was when I got first place in, I think, the Prettiest Pony competition at UK PonyCon some years ago with Rarity, who's still got her hair braided exactly as I did it back then, because I was so proud of myself as a 15-year-old My Little Pony mad collector. Got some McDonald's ponies and these sweet little figures that came out of bath bombs, I think. Still continuing, we've got G3s galore. These are all the breezies. And finally, the last shelf, which again is really, really dusty. A superhero pony lets us know. You just cannot see what's at the back at all, and that's what needs to be arranged, because it's so sad to have all those lovely ponies and not be able to see them. Obviously, by this point we're into the Core 7 era. Everything's in the same pose. Then, yeah, so you've got the end of the G3s, basically. Loads and loads and loads of Core 7 before we get into G3.5. Which again is basically the same 7 ponies again and again. Twirling Twinkle Twirl, covered in dust. I think she ignited my love for ballet. I remember spending ages posing her and wishing that my mum would let me do ballet. By that point I was like 16, but I was still, you know, still living the childhood dream of wanting to be a ballerina. G3.5s, lots and lots of G3.5s. This is really the point at which I stopped buying everything, you know, and cut down to just buying a few of what I liked. Like my favourite ponies I saw in the shops. So by this point a lot of this came to me second hand again. Missing accessories, wrong hairstyles. G3s mostly I had brand new. Then we have the newborn cuties, who I must admit are not my favourite ponies, but I mean they are cute in their own way to be, well yes they're newborn cuties, but they're not really ponies to me. I always wondered where their tails were, but I don't think I will know what mess their tails are in those nappies. So, yeah, you've got G3.5 McDonald's ponies, G3.5 Stampers. So yeah, basically these are all newborn cuties, and then we go into the G4s, which is where we came in, because as I say, these are the early G4s, and then the idea is it continues into that display. But it hasn't worked out because obviously I've run out of space, so I need to plan something else. So there's not really much else to show you. I've got My Little Pony bed sheets, duvet, and curtains. A bit hard to see in the bright light, but yeah. G1 curtains. I haven't got many of my plush ponies out on display, to be honest, because we've got a problem with carpet beetles and house moth. But I've got a few down the bottom here. Got a couple of fakey G4s, Build-A-Bear Applejack. Really, quite strangely, I've ended up with loads and loads of G4 Applejacks plushies. So I've got the Build-A-Bear, I've got the Taiwan, which Elias got for me in Southend. Got two hobby horses, last couple of G4 plushies that I got from Toys R Us. This little cute play school Pinkie Pie, who I got in a charity shop last year, I think. These are pretty much non-MLP plushies who all came out of crane machines, or I've gathered on days out over the last couple of years as souvenirs, and they just live on my bed. We've got a little keychain Applejack who I can't remember where I picked her up. I found her somewhere, someone had lost her, and I brought her home. That's a Tesco unicorn, obviously not a My Little Pony unicorn. But my mum got her for me in the charity shop some years ago, and she lives by my bed now. Got a couple of other big G3 plushies from crane machines at the fairground. And we've got my sign from Brent Cross Toys R Us. That obviously doesn't normally live there. To be honest, it's just been leant up against the pony shelves, but I moved it out of the way. Wouldn't leave it there in case I kicked it when I got out of bed in the morning. I do have basically loads and loads of other My Little Pony merchandise. Oh yes, I almost forgot to mention the toy box at the base of my bed. I remember finding that at TK Maxx some years ago and just struggling to carry it because I was so excited to find it. I have actually shoved some of my sheet music in here, which is not really relevant, but you can see the toy box is absolutely filled to the brim with pony merchandise. And just all different gens. I've just chucked it all in there. But it does need, again, that all needs sorting out and seeing if I can do something with it. But also, under my bed is a huge amount of My Little Pony merchandise. I will just show you, just so you believe me. The drawers are all jam-packed, basically. But that one, it's just filled, basically. And if you take the drawers out, there are like crates and crates of merchandise behind, as much as I can pack in there. And there's a couple more drawers up there, but I just cannot be bothered with pulling it all out again today, because I've literally just pulled the bed out to hoover behind it. And yeah, so basically that is my Little Pony collection as it currently stands. Lots in storage, as I say. Lots needing cleaning up and rearranging. But you guys asked for it, so I tried to give you what you wanted. So that's the My Little Pony collection for now. Over the coming weeks, please do check back to Skylark24 and look out for more Sunday My Little Pony videos highlighting pieces of this collection and eventually resulting in a nice collection overview when all of the ponies have been tidied up. So thanks for watching, guys. Please do comment, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to Skylark24, and I will talk to you all next Sunday. Bye!